What is up, YouTube? What's happening, guys? Rules for Rebels here. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about using Amazon merch for your Shopify fulfillment. So basically, this method or this strategy is going to be using the t-shirts that you've created and have listed on Amazon merch. You're going to be listing those t-shirts on Shopify. Doesn't have to be Shopify. It can be BigCommerce, Volusion, Big Cartel, a WordPress site, anything you want. The method will still work. But you're basically going to be listing your Amazon merch shirts on a Shopify store or a store of your choosing. And that way you control the marketplace. You're not going to have any other suggested products distracting people from your t-shirts. And then also, I hadn't really thought of this when I first started making this video. It was really just going to be drop shipping merch shirts to your Shopify customers. But I noticed I've been getting a lot of interest and even just on the internet in general, YouTube, etc. A lot of people want to start lifestyle brands. So a lifestyle brand tends to be, I mean, it could be anything from liquor to clothing to accessories to sunglasses, but products where you're selling an image and a lifestyle even more so than you're selling the product. And you can't really do that through an Amazon listing. However, when you have your own Shopify store, you can kind of create your own theme, create your own lifestyle image, etc. So this is a good way to also kind of roll into other products. So just for example, if you're selling like California beach surfer style type t-shirts, and you actually find that you're having success driving traffic to your store, people are buying your t-shirts, people are liking the brand image, it would be very easy to roll out some other lifestyle type products like sunglasses, um, hats, other types of products. It would be very easy to roll them out. So real quickly, before we get into this, I just wanted to talk real quickly about like lifestyle brands. I know a lot of people who try to roll out a pair of, bamboo wooden sunglasses, and they're trying to kind of create this surfer brand image. And a lot of times they struggle and they've bought all this inventory. So this way, using Amazon merch is going to cost you nothing because all you have to do is upload your designs. You're not buying any inventory. Once your shirts start selling and you've proven you can drive traffic, you already have an audience that you can market and sell other products to. Now, if you want to start off drop shipping those products so that you're not having to buy inventory, you can do that. And then once you find successful products that are selling well, at that point, it makes sense to actually buy inventory. You're going to have more control over your business and you're going to make better margins. So let's get into this, guys. The plan, how to set up a Shopify t-shirt shop and use Amazon merch to fulfill your orders. So that's what we're doing. That's what we talked about. And I'll also touch a little bit on how you can start adding other products to your website and your product line. The benefits of doing this. So a lot of you guys are probably saying, okay, on Amazon merch, I can upload my designs. Amazon handles the fulfillment. I don't have to buy any inventory. If t-shirts can literally sell while I'm sleeping, I'm not having to pack anything up, I'm not having to place any orders, why would I want to add extra work to this method, right? So here's the benefits to doing this. First, there's still no need to buy or hold inventory. When a Shopify sale happens on your website, you're going to go place the order with Amazon merch for the t-shirt that customer bought, for the size, for the color, etc. This will give your Amazon shirts a big bump in sales rank. You'll also sell more shirts organically through Amazon because of the increased sales volume. So if you just, I struggle with Amazon merch myself. I know a lot of you guys have kind of echoed the same sentiment. So by driving your own traffic to Amazon, you're going to be getting more Amazon sales. The more Amazon sales you get, the better your product is going to sell, the higher the sales rank it's going to get, etc. So by you proactively promoting your shirts off of Amazon and driving those customers to Amazon, in addition to making a little bit of extra money, you're also going to increase the amount of sales that are selling through Amazon itself. One other benefit to doing this is as Amazon starts noticing that people are being redirected from a website like surfershirts.com to Amazon, moving forward, that's going to kind of give you an Amazon SEO boost. So as Amazon sees, the keywords associated with people who are being driven to Amazon and buying your shirt, when people just automatically go on Amazon.com and search for surfer shirts, Amazon's going to be more likely to show your shirt as well. Another benefit, mark up the shirts on Shopify. If an Amazon shirt is $19.95, charge $24.95. That's a little bit high price for a t-shirt, but if you're selling quality shirts, when you sell on Amazon, you have the choice to choose, I think either like a Hanes tagless or a American Apparel. So if you're doing American Apparel shirts, $24.95 isn't outside of the range of what's reasonable for a t-shirt. You can make an extra $4 per sale, plus you get your $6 Amazon commission. So if somebody buys through Amazon, you're just getting your $5 or $6. If you're able to upcharge a little bit for the product. You can make a little bit more money on each sale. And it's easier to do this. If somebody's on Amazon or eBay or any other third-party site, they get to compare your product to other products. They get to compare the price. When somebody's on your Shopify store, that's the one place that they can get this shirt. They're not being shown, other sponsored or featured items. So you pretty much have their undivided attention. One other thing I wanted to add, a lot of people who use drop shipping models use a rewards credit card to make the purchases. You can rake in points, or if you have a cashback card, you can potentially get as much as 5% cash back. That's a huge additional revenue for your business. I mean, just for example, if you sell $1,000 worth of t-shirts during any given month, you're going to be making some money. You're going to be making your $4 per sale on your site plus the additional $6 from Amazon. But if you have a $5 cashback credit card, well, that's an extra $50 in your pocket. Now that's on $1,000. So if you sell $10,000 worth of shirts, that's 51, 52, 53. That's an extra $500 a month. So a lot of people who are into drop shipping, because it is a low margin business, try to find ways to stretch a little bit more money out of that business. And a lot of people kind of try to engage in what's called churning. If you guys have any interest in churning, there is a subreddit called Churning where people give all types of tips and tricks and what are the best credit cards for churning and things like that. But if you can find a credit card that gives like a 5% cash back reward and has some kind of bonus, like spend $3,000 within the first 90 days, you can potentially get yourself, an extra $500 or something like that. Working off bonuses. So if you're into drop shipping, whether it's this model or any type of drop shipping, be smart. Use a good credit card with rewards, and that's a way to make a little bit of extra money, or at the very least, maybe earn yourself a vacation. There is no competition on Amazon. People see other suggested shirts on your store. Any other suggested shirts will also be yours, so you're guaranteed the sale. Now, I'm going to snap out of this view in just a second. I'm going to touch on the last comment, but then I'm going to take you guys over to Amazon and show you what I mean about not as much competition. And then lastly, if you're running paid ads, you're not running paid ads for competitors. Everything on your site is yours, and this kind of ties into the above point. So right now, I'm going to take you guys over to Amazon, and we're going to take a look at what I'm talking about there. Okay, so here we're looking at a shirt that says Blue Dream. It's like a marijuana themed shirt. And it's great, right? The guy has a nice Amazon listing. It's a cool shirt. It comes in a lot of colors. However, the problem is, what do we see? Customers who viewed this shirt also bought this item. And we have the Smokey the Bear says stay green. We have a zigzag shirt. We have, I don't feel like clicking it, but I think that's Marilyn Monroe smoking a joint. We got a weed t-shirt. There's sponsored products, and these people are paying to advertise these shirts. We also have more customers who bought this item also like this item. So if I'm fortunate enough to drive somebody to my listing and I have somebody looking at my listing and my t-shirts, I don't really like the fact that Amazon is blasting them with a bunch of other weed shirts that they may like. So somebody who was about to click the buy button and buy my shirt might be like, oh, wow, that Smokey the Bear shirt's really cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. And now they're no longer on my listing. My shirt isn't being shown here as a sponsored result. And think about this. If I was actually buying ads and running ads to my Amazon listing, I just essentially I just paid money to help whoever's selling is who is it? I just paid money to have T-Love sell a t-shirt, right? Because they initially landed here. They thought the Smokey the Bear shirt was cool. They come over here, they buy a medium shirt, and essentially I just paid $1 to send somebody over to Amazon to buy Smokey the Bear t-shirt. On the other hand, if I send them over to my own site. Here's an example of a Shopify t-shirt site with a bicycle. If I send them over to this site, what are they going to see? They're going to see the bicycle t-shirt. Now, what this is, these are sponsored results or more from this collection, but every t-shirt on this site is being sold by the same company, Artesian Tees. So it doesn't matter if somebody gets sent over to this listing. It's like, oh, that's a cool bike. Oh, but that's a really cool mountain shirt. If they go ahead and buy this mountain shirt, guess what? This mountain shirt is being sold by Artesian Tees too. The point is everything on a Shopify site is going to be your product. So there's all types of apps and things like that where you can show relevant products, featured products, products from this collection. But in the Shopify example, everything on this site is your t-shirt. So it doesn't matter if they skip around and buy a different shirt because that shirt's coming from you and you're going to make the money. In this example here over on Amazon, I send them to my shirt, but Amazon is showing them 30 other people's shirts that are related in the category that other customer has bought, and there's a good chance somebody's going to abandon my shirt and buy another shirt. So that's just what I wanted to talk about really quickly in terms of if you're paying for paid ads and you're driving people to Amazon, there's a good chance you're paying to sell other people's t-shirts. We'll go back to the slide presentation, but in just a second here, I'm going to be coming back here because we're also going to touch on the lifestyle brand component of this. Okay, guys, so let's bring it forward. What you'll need to use this method, you're going to need a Amazon merch account. It doesn't have to be Amazon merch. If you want to use Teespring or Teechip or Print on Demand or any of these other sites, you can use the other ones. I just personally like Amazon merch. One of the benefits to using like I said, one of the things I really like about Amazon merch is that you're also getting organic Amazon traffic going to your listing, which isn't something that's going to happen on a Teespring or Teechip. But if you haven't been accepted to merch, I think the wait time is like 2 to 6 months right now from what people are saying. But you'll need an Amazon merch account or some t-shirt printing on demand account. You'll need a Shopify store. It doesn't have to be Shopify. If you want to use BigCommerce or Volusion or anything else, you can use those. You can get a 14-day free trial to Shopify. So if you want to try this method out, you don't have to put in a credit card or anything. It's completely free to try to get everything set up. If you hate Shopify, if you don't think the method's going to work, abandon it. It didn't cost you a penny. I will put a link in the description box below to where you can get a 14-day free trial to Shopify. And one thing I'd like some help from you guys on, if anybody is aware of any apps out there in the Shopify store which will automate this process. I know there's things like Oberlo and other apps which automate drop shipping from AliExpress to Shopify. I would imagine somebody out there has to have made a app that will automate the process of drop shipping Amazon merch shirts to Shopify. So if you guys are aware of any, let me know. If any of you guys happen to be developers, I think this would be a great app to roll out. I imagine, I'm not really into programming and stuff like that, but the same way that Merch Informant works by pulling data, I'm sure you could use like Amazon Web Services and a merch account to kind of tie all this together. So any of you developers, there's an idea for you. Lastly, number 3, you're going to need an avenue to drive traffic to your Shopify store. The one negative of a Shopify store or a WordPress store or your own store in general is, unlike eBay and Amazon, you don't have anybody to automatically drive traffic for you, so you're going to have to do it yourself. How can you drive traffic to your store? Could be an Instagram following, could be a Facebook group, AdWords, Facebook ads, social media, YouTube, etc., etc., etc. So here's just one quick example of this. Like if I'm doing weed shirts, I may create an Instagram account called like Weed Shirts USA, and I may post cool pictures and funny memes about weed and stuff. And then in all those things, I may put, link in description, link in profile. And then if anybody goes over to my profile, clicks that link, they're taken to my Shopify t-shirt store. So that's kind of how that would work. You can also use Instagram ads. I think Instagram ads work really well for lifestyle brands, t-shirts, sunglasses, things like that. So that's what you'll need. The process, you're going to sign up for Amazon merch and Shopify. Again, links in the description box below. You are either going to design your own shirts using Canva or GIMP or Photoshop. You can also hire a Fiverr designer. I would recommend doing 25 shirts because that's what you max out on. Once you sell, I think 25 shirts, then you're able to list 50. Once you sell 50, you're able to list, I think it's 100, et cetera, et cetera. I think you max out at 200 shirts on Amazon merch. Ideally for this method, you want to be in the same niche. So don't make one shirt about cooking, one shirt about sewing, one shirt about reading books. Like if you're going to do weed shirts, do 25 weed shirts. If you're going to do camping shirts, do 25 camping shirts. If you're going to do shirts about running, 25 running shirts. If you're going to do if you're going to do shirts about reading, do 25 shirts about reading, because you're going to want your Shopify store to A, have a good amount of t-shirts, and B, to be within the same theme. If on my Shopify store, I have 2 shirts about reading and 2 about running and 2 about weed, I'm appealing to kind of a huge collection of people. I want to appeal to one specific niche. Next, you're going to set up your Shopify store, create listings for your shirts, descriptions, pictures, etc. I'll look into, excuse me. I'm looking into if there's some kind of app to auto upload and auto fulfill your orders. If any of you guys know about anything, feel free to drop a comment. When a shirt sells on Shopify, you're going to purchase it on Amazon and have it sent as a gift to your Shopify customer. That way you're not having to buy or hold any inventory. You don't have to take payments. Amazon handles everything. Actually, I take that back. You'll take a payment of, say, $25 on Shopify. You'll go buy your shirt on Amazon for, say, $19.95. You're going to get like a $5 or $6 commission from Amazon. Plus, the difference between what it sells for on Shopify and Amazon is also yours to keep as well. So if you sell it for $25 and you sell it on Amazon for $19.95, you're going to make $5 from the Shopify sale. You're going to get a $5 or $6 commission from Amazon. So in total, you made 10 or $11 per shirt, as opposed to just selling it on merch where you're going to make 5 or 6. You're also increasing the sales ranks of your shirts on Amazon. Bonus income. Consider drop shipping other relevant products, i.e., if you're selling weed shirts, maybe list some grinders for sale. Use the same fulfillment method. So, just for example, if I have a shirt, a website, like Artesian Tees, I'm not going to bother, doing a full view here, but we have men's tees, women's tees, etc. If this were a site that sold weed shirts, I'd probably have T-shirts. I might branch into hats. I might do grinders. And at first, I can drop ship, so I can just find products on Amazon or other sites. I already have people interested in weed coming to my site, so maybe they're also interested in grinders or hats. When they buy a grinder or a hat, I upcharge them, and I go buy that product from Amazon or eBay or some other site. Let's get back over here. We talked about that bonus income. Now we're going to talk about the component of launching a lifestyle brand. So what is a lifestyle brand? A lifestyle brand is a company that markets its products or services to embody the interests, attitudes, and opinions of a group or a culture. Lifestyle brands seek to inspire, guide, and motivate people with the goal of their products contributing to the definition of a consumer's way of life. So some lifestyle brands are like, hey, help people in Africa. Some lifestyle brands are, surfer. Some lifestyle brands are a cause, and some are just an image. But most like clothing, t-shirt, sunglass, etc. companies are lifestyle brands. Think about like every D-list reality TV star winds up coming out with a lifestyle brand of some type. So if we think back to, what was that stupid show on MTV? Jersey Shore. Mike the Situation Sorrentino, after the show was over, we all know he was GTL, Gym Tan Laundry. He was kind of a musclehead, sort of frat boy, whatever. What did he do? He came out with, I think he came out with a t-shirt brand, and I know for a fact he came out with a supplement brand. So, his lifestyle is weightlifting, picking up girls, etc. And he comes out with a supplement brand. And that's kind of a lifestyle brand. It's more about the image than it is necessarily the supplement. Think about every housewife from the Real Housewives of, fill in the city, New York, LA, whatever. Pretty much all of them have tried to come out with some wine brand, some t-shirt brand, some cosmetic brand, a handbag line. And basically they're selling their image and a lifestyle more so than they are selling their stupid purses or whatever else they're selling. So that's essentially what a lifestyle brand is. I notice many people, not only people who watch my videos, but just in general, everybody wants to start a lifestyle brand these days, whether it be t-shirts, accessories, handbags, scarves, whatever else. Many people want to start a clothing line or launch a lifestyle brand. This particular method I'm showing you is more of a hustle than it is a full business. But should you have success with this hustle, it would be very easy to expand your offerings to sunglasses, hats, scarves, etc. So I think starting a lifestyle brand is incredibly challenging. I also think it's very risky. If you're having to go out and buy 1,000 pairs of sunglasses in order to get them private labeled with, Malibu Surf Shop or whatever, you're going to have to convince 1,000 people that Malibu Surf Shop sunglasses are cool and worth buying. And if you don't, you're stuck with all that stuff. Well, with this particular method, what you can do is start out with t-shirts. Like I said, Shopify store is going to cost you nothing for the first 14 days. If you have success, if you decide to continue it, it's going to cost you $29 a month. That's a drop in a bucket. You're not having to buy any inventory, etc. If you find that you're driving a lot of traffic, if you find that your t-shirts people are really connecting with your t-shirts, people like the brand, like the image, etc., then it would be very easy to start like drop shipping sunglasses. If people are actually buying the sunglasses and you're selling a lot of them, at that point you can confidently say, like, let's go balls to the wall. Let's go buy 1,000 pairs of sunglasses and brand them with our surfer image or whatever our brand is. And I'm pretty confident I'll sell them because I can sell t-shirts. People are enjoying the brand and the product lines, etc. And then lastly, I just wanted to touch on churning for extra income. Many drop shippers incorporate an element of credit card churning for additional profit. Churning is using a credit card rewards or cashback credit card to get as much as 5% cash back on purchases used to dropship. So the reason a lot of dropshippers do this is because dropshipping is a really low margin business. You have to sell a crap load of stuff to make any decent money. But if you're doing a lot of volume and you can get 5% cash back on every purchase that you make buying these products that have drop shipped, that's 5% more to your bottom line. So that's really cool. I'm about to cut this video off, but I wanted to take you back to Amazon really quickly and show you one more quick thing. So guys, we're going back to Amazon. So we have our weed shirt up on Amazon here, and Amazon's a great site, right? People trust Amazon, people like Amazon, etc. The downside is Amazon is also advertising other people's products, trying to drive them away from my product to buy these things as well, as opposed to on Shopify, we control the entire space. One other thing on Amazon, when you're trying to sell your image, this is basically the space that they give you to do so. They may have a description, but here's what we have to basically sell our image. 6 ounce, 100%. This is basically just describing the shirt. Woven triangle, blah, 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 right? If we go down here, Homegrown Outfitters, men's Blue Dream t-shirt, 6.0 ounce, 100% cotton. Like, what have they done? Pretty much the only thing they have to sell me an image here is the t-shirt, because everything in the bullet points in a description box has been used to actually describe like the material of the t-shirt. Let's go over here to our T's and T's. Like we have this handsome fella here standing in the city. We have this girl sitting against a brick wall. Like this is kind of like young, hip, urban, simple. But you see here, they have an opportunity to kind of sell us a brand here, right? So this girl's standing against a graffitied wall. Like she looks kind of cool. This girl's standing on a bridge, letting her hair blow into. Like you have the opportunity to kind of sell an image here, right? This guy's in the city. He's cool. He's got his dreads. So here you have a huge chance to kind of sell an image and get your brand image and your lifestyle across. Whereas over here, we just have a plain boring Amazon page. So this is all geared towards Amazon and marketing Amazon and selling on Amazon. This is all geared towards our T's and T's. So I don't know if you guys are starting to see the difference here, but again, you have a chance to kind of, let's go to, do they have an About Us page? I'm kind of surprised they don't have an About Us. Most sites, especially if you're trying to be a brand, okay. Our graphic tees are hand printed with love and eco-friendly ink. So that's part of their brand images. They're eco-friendly, they're environmentally conscious. Graphic tees and screen printed in Charleston, South Carolina. So Charleston's kind of a cool city. I can see this. Charleston's kind of funky and these t-shirts are kind of funky. Men's t-shirts, cat shirts. That's kind of, that's clearly for SEO. But they're basically trying to, their brand, their lifestyle, their image. Bikes are huge in Charleston, especially these old school bikes. Hiking and kind of outdoors type stuff is kind of big in Charleston. I think this is an oak tree. Oak trees are huge in Charleston. You'll see them on all the souvenirs and things like that. And Charleston's kind of funky just in terms of, it kind of has a cool bar scene, cool culinary scene, cool music scene, and these shirts are kind of funky. So these people, I think, have done a pretty good job of getting across the brand image of Charleston. Oh, I think that might be Angel Oak. I actually visited there last time I was. Actually, that is. That's cool. That's Angel Oak. I was actually there this past summer. But the brand image of this site is like Charleston, South Carolina lifestyle. The brand image of this is a weed shirt on Amazon. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but basically you have a lot better of an opportunity to kind of get your image or get your brand or your lifestyle across to people. So this video's run a little bit long. I am going to cut it off. Again, I will put links in the description box below to Shopify, where you sign up for merch, all that good kind of stuff. I'm a huge fan of Merch Informer. I've been dabbling with that a lot lately, so I'll link to that as well. If you guys have any thoughts, comments, suggestions, etc., if any of you guys know of any apps that automate this process, please comment in the comment box below and let us know what those Shopify apps are. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I noticed a lot of people are interested in merch and drop shipping and t-shirts and lifestyle brands. So I thought we'd kind of incorporate all of those ideas into one video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this today. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.